Yeah, so now that we have the whole project plan in place, let me go individually channel by channel and tell you how to actually do it. So let me start with email outreach. So Tarang, before we start email outreach, right, what are the important things we need to have in place in terms of infrastructure?
So, like when we say email outreach, right, it's not as simple as buying one email and sending it to thousands of people.
Yeah, mass email is never advised.
Yeah. So the first step is always buying multiple secondary domains. And the reason we do this is because even though we are doing email outreach, it's a cold outreach, right? Like people
Correct.
don't know you, who you are.
Correct, correct.
Right?
Especially with the Google's update, right? Now it's scary.
So there is high chances of you getting flagged or you landing in spam.
Correct.
So that's the reason we buy secondary domains so that your main primary domain, which you use for internal communication, right? So that doesn't get affected. Like
Correct.
I don't want to like for example, you use your primary domain and your website stops loading. Right?
Yeah.
Like you never know.
Correct.
So that's why we always come up with a suggestion that buy multiple secondary domains. Even though the name might not be the same, we reroute it to
Yes, yes.
the main domain.
Correct. So no one would know a
Yeah,
difference.
no, really what the
Yeah.
difference is.
Mm.
Then after we buy these domains, the next step would be buying the emails, right? Like you can buy it regularly over G Suite or Outlook websites, or even there are multiple vendors who do this for
Correct.
you as well, right? So once we buy these domains, there is a email setup process, like things like the 301 redirect should be done, the SPF DKIM and all of those things. I know this might seem like a very technical part of the video, but we can dwell deep where we'll in the next video we'll just show you like how individual email setup is done for say G Suite and Outlook account, because these are the two main accounts that we'll be focusing
Correct.
on.
Correct.
Yeah. So yeah, now that we've gone past the setup, what is the next step? Like what, like now I have my emails ready and everything is I'm geared to go out for
Correct.
these leads. What do I do next?
So the next step that you have, and it's a very important step, you have to choose the right tool.
Okay.
And then set this tool in the right way, right? So now you have the email IDs that you bought. Say you have 20-30 IDs that you bought, but it's fresh IDs, right? If you just start sending out emails, then it's going to land in spam because you have no history, right? So the first thing that you need to do is build history, and this can be done by using warm up, right? So warm up is like an artificial conversation between a lot of email IDs, which is in a pool, and AI talks back and forth. So this is a way to fool the email service provider to think, okay, genuine conversations are happening. So once you do the warm up for a period of at least 2 weeks, it's recommended to do it for 2 weeks, more the better. Then you can start the outreach. And when you want to start, we would not suggest to just go blast the next day.
Yeah,
right?
that's never a
Yeah. So you start with sending 5 per email ID, then 10, then 20, and that's how you scale it.
slowly scale it.
Yeah. So it's always a balance between how much you're sending versus how much warm up is happening, right? The more you send, the lesser warm up happens. But as soon as you notice that something is wrong in terms of your delivery, you increase the warm up. That's how it works.
So what are the tools? Like, how do I track? If my inbox is are landing in spam, or how do I know this? If
Yeah, so you could do a simple test. There are websites like GT Metrics, MX Toolbox. You can run a deliverability test. There's also Google domain like consoles, like given by G Suite. So this will actually show you, like it's called Postmaster. So it'll show you whether the emails are landing in spam or not. So there are multiple ways. Like we'll show you in the video after this. We'll show you how you can do that. Yeah, and once you do the warm up and you're ready, we'll show you how to set up the tool. Right, it's very important how to set up your tool and manage your inbox, because it's scary when you have 50 emails, right? You have 50 places where the email replies are landing, so you need to consolidate in one place, right? So there are tools out there that can help you consolidate it. We use Smart Lead, but there are many tools, so let me deep dive into that.
Okay.
Yeah.